Top 10 anime like Campfire Cooking in another world with my absurd skill. Campfire Cooking got you craving more food anime with that perfect blend of wholesome vibes and mouth-watering dishes? Here are 10 anime that'll satisfy your appetite for culinary adventures and cozy feels. Kicking off with number 10, Isekai Izakaya, Kodo Itheria no Izakaya Nobu. This one's basically, what if a Japanese pub randomly opened in a fantasy world? And honestly, it's as chaotic as it sounds. We've got Nobu and his crew serving up sake and chicken karaage to confused medieval knights who've never experienced the glory of Japanese comfort food. The reactions are priceless. Watching a gruff warrior discover edamame for the first time hits different. Sure, it's not as adventure-heavy as Campfire Cooking, but the cultural exchange through food is surprisingly heartwarming. Plus, the fantasy customers arguing over drink preferences while completely missing the fact they're in an interdimensional restaurant? Peak comedy. It's comfort food anime in the most literal sense. Sliding to number 9. Restaurant to Another World, Isekai Shokudo. Speaking of interdimensional dining, this anime said, let's make it a weekly thing. And honestly, genius move. Every Saturday, fantasy creatures stumble into Nicoya, a Western restaurant that's basically the Narnia wardrobe of food joints. We get dragons obsessing over beef stew, elves discovering parfaits, and demons who are surprisingly polite customers. The episodic format works perfectly here. Each visit feels like opening a present. What really sells it is how food becomes this universal language that breaks down barriers between species. Sure, some episodes hit harder than others, but when it works, it's magical. The animation makes every dish look absolutely divine. And honestly, watching a proud lion man get emotional over curry rice, that's the good stuff right there. Landing on number 8, Bento. Okay, hear me out. This one's absolutely unhinged, but in the best way possible. Half-price bento battles in convenience stores with fight choreography that rivals actual battle shonen? Sign me up. Our boy Sato discovers this underground world where people literally throw hands over discounted lunchboxes, and it's simultaneously the dumbest and most entertaining premise ever. The wolves who dominate these battles take it so seriously you'd think they were fighting for world peace, not a 300 yen chicken teriyaki bento. It's food anime meets Fight Club, and somehow it works. The action scenes are genuinely hype, the comedy lands perfectly, and beneath all the chaos, there's actually some solid commentary on food insecurity and student life. Plus, the Ice Witch is terrifying in the best way. 133 words. Looking at number 7, Toriko. This is what happens when someone asks, what if we made food shunin? And the answer is pure testosterone-fueled insanity. Toriko's out here hunting ingredients that could literally end the world while flexing harder than most battle anime protagonists. We're talking about creatures with attack potentials that make Dragon Ball villains look tame, and this absolute unit is like, yeah, that'll make a nice appetizer. The power scaling is completely bonkers. Dudes punching through dimensions for some premium meat. Sure, it gets ridiculously over the top, but that's the point. When your main character can create earthquakes with his appetite and teams up with a chef who treats cooking like nuclear physics, you know you're in for something special. It's Hunter x Hunter energy with a food obsession. And honestly, that combination slaps. 129 words. Checking out number 6, Gourmet Girl Graffiti, Kofuku Graffiti. This one's pure comfort anime, like being wrapped in a warm blanket made of perfectly animated food. Ryu's dealing with the loneliness of living alone until her cousin Kieran crashes into her life, and suddenly cooking becomes this beautiful bonding experience. The food animation is absolutely gorgeous. Every bite looks like a religious experience. What gets me is how the show captures that specific feeling when food tastes better because you're sharing it with people you care about. Sure, it's not as action-packed as some entries on this list, but sometimes you need that slow, cozy energy. The character development happens naturally through cooking together, and honestly, their friendship is so wholesome it'll give you cavities. It's slice-of-life perfection with mouth-watering visuals. Moving to number 5, Food Wars. Shokugeki no Soma. This anime took cooking and said, let's make it as intense as a tournament arc, and somehow created the most hype culinary battles ever animated. Soma's out here treating kitchen battles like they're life or death situations. And honestly, the stakes feel real. The foodgasms are legendary. Watching judges get absolutely demolished by a dish never gets old. What makes it work is how it balances the over-the-top reactions with actual cooking knowledge. You'll learn real techniques while watching characters literally explode with flavor. Sure, later seasons got a bit too shonen for their own good, but those early arcs where every cooking battle felt like watching a UFC fight? Peak anime. Plus, Soma's confidence is infectious. Dude walks into every challenge like he's already won. Sliding to number 4, Sweetness and Lightning, Amama to Inazuma. This one hits you right in the feels every single time. Single dad Kohei trying to learn cooking for his daughter Tsumugi while dealing with grief? That's emotional damage waiting to happen. What makes it special is how realistic the cooking struggles are. This man is starting from absolute zero, burning rice and everything. Tsumugi's reactions to trying new foods are pure, wholesome energy, and honestly, watching their relationship develop through shared meals is beautiful. The addition of Kotori, his student who becomes their cooking teacher, creates this perfect found family dynamic. It's not flashy or over the top, just genuine moments of connection through food. The character growth feels earned, and by the end, you're genuinely invested in this little family's journey. Prepare tissues. You'll need them. Landing on number 3, Cooking Master Boy, Chuka Ichiban. This anime went full battle shonen with Chinese cuisine, and it's absolutely legendary. Mao's journey from village chef to culinary master is peak character development, complete with training arcs, rival battles, and cooking techniques that defy physics. We're talking dishes so good they literally glow and make people levitate, because apparently that's how you know you've made the perfect dumpling. The competitions are intense, the villains are surprisingly menacing for a cooking show, and the food animation aged like fine wine. What really sells it is the cultural respect. Every dish has history and meaning behind it. Sure, the early animation looks dated now, but the passion and energy are timeless. When your cooking anime has legitimate fight scenes and character development that rivals classic shonen, that's when you know you found something special. Looking at number 2, Drifting Dragons, Kutai Dragons. This is what happens when you combine aerial combat with gourmet cooking. And honestly, it's a masterpiece. The crew of the Quinzaza hunting sky dragons for their meat creates this perfect blend of action and culinary adventure. What makes it incredible is how the show treats dragon hunting as both dangerous work and sustainable food sourcing. The cooking scenes are just as intense as the hunt sequences. Watching Vanny turn a freshly caught dragon into an incredible feast is pure art. The world building is phenomenal, the animation is gorgeous, and every character feels lived in and real. It's got that perfect balance of adventure, camaraderie, and mouth-watering food that makes campfire cooking so special. Plus, sky whales. Because why not add flying whales to perfection? And finally, number 1, delicious in Dungeon Meshi. This is it, the ultimate food adventure anime. Laios and his party eating monsters while dungeon crawling is pure genius. And honestly, it changed the game completely. What starts as let's cook the enemies we defeat becomes this incredible exploration of ecology, friendship, and what it means to truly understand your food. Senshi is the absolute GOAT. This dwarf has more cooking knowledge than most professional chefs, and his passion for monster cuisine is infectious. The world building is insane. Every monster has a purpose in the ecosystem, and the cooking is both practical and delicious looking. It perfectly captures that same making the best of your situation through cooking energy that makes campfire cooking so addictive. When your food anime has better character development than most serious dramas, that's when you know you're watching something legendary. These 10 anime prove that food stories hit different when done right. Whether you want epic battles, cozy vibes, or interdimensional dining, there's something here for every taste. Which one are you adding to your watch list first? Drop your favorites in the comments, smash T-Hat like button, and subscribe for more anime content.